Hello everyone, we're on the bottom of page 49. We're going to be interpreting diagrams, but before we do that, let's look at this. In the figure to the right, it appears that line FG is perpendicular to line JK. However, you cannot assume this is true unless there is other information such as the measure of angle FHJ is 90 degrees is given, or if you have the little right angle symbol here, okay, you have to have either the angle given or an angle marked at 90 degrees or 90 degrees written in the angle. Otherwise, you cannot assume they're perpendicular just because they look perpendicular. In geometry, figures are sketches used to depict a situation. They are not drawn to reflect total accuracy. There are certain relationships that you can assume to be true, but others you cannot. Study the figure and lists below. Okay, this is very important for geometry to know this key concept. Okay, copy this down. Make sure you understand it. Okay, in this diagram, all points are coplanar. G, H, and J are collinear. They're on a line. Okay, lines that appear to be straight are, that can be assumed. We have ray HM, HL, HK, and line GJ. They intersect at H, that can be assumed. H is between G and J. L is the interior of angle MHK, that's true. Angle GHM and MHL are adjacent angles. They share ray HM and they're side by side. Angle GHL and LHJ are a linear pair. That can be assumed. We can assume this line GHJ is a straight line because it appears to be straight. GHK, or JHK, and KHG are supplementary. That can be assumed. What cannot be assumed, okay, we cannot assume that HM and HL are perpendicular, okay? HM and HL, we can't assume that. There's not a marking. Congruent angles, we cannot assume that just because JHK looks like JHM that they're congruent. We can't assume that. JHK and KHL, we cannot assume those are congruent. KHL and LHM, those appear to be close in size, but we cannot assume they're congruent. We cannot assume segments are congruent length. Okay, we can't, just because they appear it, we can't assume it. GH and HJ might be very close in length, but we cannot assume that. Same with HJ and HK. They appear to be the same length as segments, but you cannot assume it. It would have to have a marking or the distance written on it. Okay, this list of statements that can be assumed is not a complete list. There are more special pairs of angles than those listed. Okay, there's other cases. This is just some of them.